Hey guys, it's Branuk again. Bringing you today a game that was released last week called Into the Breach. Now, this is a strategy game from the same company that brought us FTL. It's the next game that they've released since FTL. And from what I've heard, it's pretty difficult. So, we're gonna check it out. It's a turn-based strategy game, and the premise of the game is at some point in the future, humanity is nearly wiped out by an alien infestation. To combat this, they sent back mechs with pilots into the past to try and stop it from happening. Now, each playthrough is randomly generated. It's if you fail, you get to select one pilot to stay with the time travelers and retain all of their XP and everything. And they jump into a different timeline to try again. Now, this is the starting loadout of mechs. We've got a combat mech, a cannon, and an artillery. This is the guy that you start out with. And you can see I've played around with a little bit to kind of figure out what I'm doing. I've got one achievement here unlocked. So we're gonna take a look. Now I've got all the islands unlocked, but when you start out, you only get to start on this island, and when you beat one, you unlock the next one and so forth. And then the next time that you play, you can play any islands that you have unlocked in any order that you want. But we're gonna come over here to the starter island. Yeah. So, okay. Now, this is the power grid, okay? The power grid continues with you no matter what fight you're in. When that reaches 0, end of game, obviously. It's kind of like your HP meter. The stars that you get from beating missions here, that's your reputation for each corporate island. Now, after you've finished each island, you can spend that reputation to buy upgrades and different weapons. And this right here is reactor cores. Sometimes you can find them in missions, sometimes you can find them in like time escape pods that drop on the map while you're playing. And those are used over here to upgrade your mechs and give them more abilities. And you see each mech is able to equip 2 weapons. See, here's a second weapon slot. But you have to earn those weapons each playthrough as you're going. The pilots have different abilities. Okay, as they rank up, they gain extra abilities. If one of your mechs is destroyed in a fight, your pilot dies, but you get to keep using the mech in a fight. It just has an AI pilots the mech, and you don't get any of these bonuses until you find another pilot to take their place. Now, as you're going through, you can unlock new pilots by finding them or purchasing them at the end of an island. And of course, the different pilots give you different abilities. But right now we're just playing with the standard starting loadout. So let's start on this one, because this one gives us 1 reputation and 1 energy if we complete the objectives, and this one only gives us a reputation. So let's come over here and start this one. Now you choose where you want these guys to start on the map. And this is an artillery guy. He can shoot over objects, so my thoughts on the strategy is to keep him in the back. Doesn't take as much damage that way, but, you know. Okay, and see, there's the time pod that I was talking about. If we pick that up, we get extra stuff. And this is kind of like chess. You just gotta, you play around and you do damage and different abilities like push enemies around. If these buildings take damage, that's what does damage to your power grid. So, you can see this cross right here. That's the airstrike down in the bottom right hand corner here. And if you're standing there when they drop it, they'll kill you and any enemies that are in the area at the same time. So we don't want to get in the way of that. So this guy, we'll bring him over here for now. And you hit end turn. The enemy gets to take their turn. Not much of a turn, but... Okay, so this is the artillery for them, so we're going to come over here, I'm going to push him into the water and kill him. This guy's only got 1 health, so we'll go ahead and kill him. Now you don't have to pick up this time pod to get the bonus. You just have to make sure, if you don't pick it up, you just have to make sure it doesn't get destroyed before the end of the battle. That's safe and secure now. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And we're just going to put him relatively close so that he's able to get into position when these guys surface on the next turn. So, this is our bonus objective here that this guy is getting ready to attack. This is the emergency batteries. So we're going to want to make sure to kill this guy so he can't attack. But we don't want to push him into our mech and take damage, so let's move him out of the way before we attack. Switch back to this guy. There, he is done. This guy, just because I want the XP for it, we'll smack him once real quick. And he only does 1 damage. I already moved him. Okay, so we'll just end the turn right there. Airstrike will take care of that guy for us. And there you go. Now I know that one looked a little simple, but trust me, it gets a lot more difficult. That's just the first level. See, oh, there we go. We got another pilot, and he's almost ready to level up too. And we got a reactor core, so we can use that reactor core right up here upgrade one of our mechs. Now, I think the first upgrade we're going to take is we're going to make buildings immune to our artillery strike, so we can shoot a building and push everything away from it without damaging the building. We got a little bonus objective here to destroy the dam. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. This guy and damage both of them. Take them and get rid of that guy. This guy, I'm gonna shoot at the dam. Push him back out of the way so that he's not hitting our building, our grid building. And this guy, shoot at the dam again. There you go. Bonus objective complete. Not that hard. This guy once. And we'll have this guy over here. We got 2 turns left before the enemy runs away. So should be able to finish this off pretty quickly. Yeah, he doesn't need to do anything. Okay. So now we've got a bit of a dilemma. What we're gonna do, we're gonna have this guy fire at this building and push him away. No. Yeah, that's... No. We're gonna reset the turn. I made a mistake there. You only get to use that reset to turn once per mission. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move this guy forward, have him get rid of the fire damage and the 1 damage that he's got. We're gonna have this guy move over here and kill this guy. This guy here, we're just going to leave him there, because this building has a shield on it and that guy can't damage it. So there you go. to defend a train or defend 2 satellite launches? I think we're going to protect a train. No, let's move this guy closer. Okay. First, let's get rid of him. How do I want to do this here? Let's fire off a shot at him and get rid of one of his health. And then we'll move him. Fire one on this. No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather take the damage. So, we'll just pop another damage into you. Because I don't... I'll take the damage on my mech before I take damage to my power grid. Damage on my mech can be repaired pretty easy. Finish this guy off. Finish this guy off. Move him. Block this guy from spawning. Because this little red and white guy here, he doesn't attack. His whole purpose is if he's on the board at the end of a turn, all of the other enemies heal themselves. Since he's the only one there, he's not really a threat. That's it. I think we got it. Nice and easy. Now, we're doing pretty good on power grid. We don't really need any more on the power grid right now. So let's go ahead and get some more reputation. In this one, these 2 rockets right here are launching satellites, and you have to protect them until they launch. While protecting your grid also, of course. Okay, he's got 1 health, he's got 2. This guy does 2 damage, so we'll take him out. This guy does 1 damage, so we'll take him out. And we'll use this guy to block the spawn. Okay, and you see the little red marks on the ground around the rockets? That's where the flames from the launch comes out, and anything that's sitting there when it launches gets toasted. Go ahead and kill him. He can't quite reach, so let's check this guy. Nope, he can't reach either. So we'll just play defense. Okay, we got 2 turns remaining. This guy needs to repair himself so he doesn't go out in the next turn. Send this guy sliding so he's not attacking the power grid. Oh, I guess I can just finish him off. There we go. Okay, so this guy. This guy out of the way. Come down here. Catch him. Get him out of the way. Knock him on into the water. And he doesn't really need to do anything, but go. Hang in there, guys. We're almost to the boss fight on the starter island. There we go. Now, we need to destroy the spider and protect the corporate tower. And this big thing right here is the corporate tower. Right here. So this needs to be protected. And I'm not sure... Oh, those are spider eggs. Oh, we're gonna have to make sure those go away. So let's see what abilities this boss has. Apparently laying eggs is one of them. Okay, what do we got here? Throws out 2 to 3 spider eggs. We got 4 turns. Four turns to kill this thing. And protect everything else. So, let's kill that. Knock him into the mountain for a little extra damage. And this guy is gonna shoot this spiderling and knock the spider into the mountain again for more bonus damage. This guy's blocked in, he can't move anywhere. Let's take... Let's take this. Nail him and kill that egg. There we go. This guy here, and we're going to finish off the spider so we don't have to deal with that anymore. This guy needs to kill one of these spiders so he's not getting attacked twice. Two turns. Haven't taken any damage on my buildings yet. see. This should be the last turn. We want our punchy mech to survive. So let's heal him and get the fire off of him. And keep these guys off of our grid. We should be good to go. Plus 2% on our grid defense. We got a new pilot. Starts every mission with a shield. That's not bad. And a new weapon, the grappling hook. Okay. Now we've got 8 reputation that we can spend. 2 extra mechs. Let's see. It's a 1 use, 1 damage weapon that any mech can use. It's a 1 use per battle weapon. It's a science class weapon that we can't use. That's an extra tank that we can use in battle. I think I kind of like that idea. Let's pick that up. So now we have 7 reputation. Grab a couple power cores and finish filling up our grid. Let's give this guy a tank. Give him both those power generators. Power up that skill. And there we go. Now I can deploy an extra tank to help me out. Anyway, that's the starter island, guys. I hope you liked this look at Into the Breach. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like and a subscribe. And we'll be playing some more games here shortly. Have a good day. Thank you for your time.